Alright, y'all, we back. How your immune system works. Where we left off, immune system diseases. Where we picking up components of your immune system. You can think of the immune system as the body's own defense department with several branches. Each branch serves a specific purpose and also works in conjunction with the others to achieve a common goal, protecting the body against foreign invasion. White blood cells are the backbone of the immune system. If you ever cut yourself and taken a good look at your blood, you may have thought of it as a red homogeneous liquid, but if you place some of your blood in a test tube and allow it to stand for a while, it will separate into different components. Spinning the tube in a centrifuge will cause separation into even more distinct layers. At the bottom, taking up about half the space, is a layer called red blood cells. These cells have been given the, these cells give the blood its red color and are responsible for carrying oxygen to the far reaches of the body. The red blood cells occupying the top half of this layer is a clear yellow fluid called serum. This is the fluid in which the blood cells are suspended in the as they course through the body. Without it, the blood cells would be too thick to flow freely. The white blood cells in the test tube are confined to a thin layer sandwiched between the red cells and the serum called the Buffy coat. Red cells outnumber white cells by 500,000 to 1. Wow. But for what white cells lack in numbers, they compensate in sheer ability. There are many types of white blood cells, and they perform a wide variety of functions, as we shall discuss in Chapter 4 and 5. We're on Chapter 2. For now, we can divide the white blood cells into three broad categories with respect to their roles in immune function. The first is the humoral immunity component. These specialized white blood cells, called B cells, secrete antibodies to fight off foreign invaders. The second branch is called the immediate immunity, cell-mediated immunity, which includes specialized white blood cells called T cells that coordinate the activities of multiple segments of the immune system in mounting an efficient attack against the enemy. The third category consists of non-specific effector cells. Unlike the cells in the first two groups, these white blood cells do not have a specialized function and kill and eat intruders without outside assistance. Certain white blood cells also play important roles to the reticuloendothelial system, RES, the reticuloendothelial system, RES. The RES compromise immune system cells in the spleen, lymph nodes, liver, bone marrow, lungs, and intestines. It, along with the lymphatic system, is the body's sanitation department and is responsible for disposing of garbage that pollutes the blood. You have to purify your blood. How you purify your blood? RES structures also serve as sites where immune cells wait until foreign invasions trigger their activation. The RES and the lymphatic system will be discussed in greater detail in Chapter 10. Can't wait. White cells of the humoral and cell-mediated immunity branches must undergo a time-consuming selection process that ensures that each cell will recognize only specific foreign invaders. Another immune system branch, the complement system, has the ability to identify and destroy enemies on first sight. Complement is a substance that can not only bind to trespassing cells and bacteria for the purpose of attracting other immune cells that can eat the invader, but also can kill invading organisms outright by poking holes in their skin and allowing in a flood of water. More information on complement appears in Chapter 6. Many other non-specific defense mechanisms are at the body's disposal. Mucus is secreted throughout the body and can trap and kill alien material. The stomach produces acid that is so strong that it can kill most toxins and germs you might swallow. Friendly bacteria lives in the intestinal tract and stave off attacks from unwelcome visitors. Hairs in the noses and ears keep out particles of dust and dirt. Tears and saliva serve similar functions in the eyes and mouth, respectively. A unique apparatus of mucus and microscopic hairs is called the mucociliary blanket or elevator. Catches pollutants in the air we breathe before they reach the lung and carries them upward to where they can be coughed out or swallowed. The human body's defense mechanism is multifaceted. Each branch has a different assigned task, and their jurisdiction overlap. One component helps another, one picks up where the other leaves off. One acts as a gatekeeper to filter to another's backup room, and so on. It is a tremendously complex machine that depends on the smooth functioning of all parts, but there would be no reason for this machine to exist at all were it not for the enemies that would wage war against our bodies. In Chapter 3, we will familiarize ourselves with these enemies. Then in later chapters, we will disassemble the immune system into individual parts in order to understand how it works as a whole.